Just waiting for the live thing to come up. There we go. I believe we are live. Image, please. Right, there we go. Okay. 5-second countdown, and we will begin.
Should we wait till the police have left?
Police car. Yeah, I was thinking that police car. I think we're good to start now.
Let me shut my window. Sorry, it's East London. It's also Friday. Anyways. And welcome back, everybody, to the latest episode of To Ashes You Say, the companion podcast to the Phoenix Games Club. I am Nick, your host. Joining me this evening, as usual, are my two co-hosts, Chairman Ciaran, Treasurer Andy, as well as our other players, Ben, Richard, and Steph. How are you doing, guys?
Hello.
Still alive.
All good here?
Lovely jubbly. So, there is no more preamble. We will kick right off for the second session. If we could begin with just a brief recap of what we did last session. It wasn't too much, so we should be able to get through that pretty quickly. But yes, over to you, Andy.
I was gonna leave one of you guys to recap.
It's just laziness. We got hired to find someone next to the Nexus, and we got a boat that sails through the sky with a captain who's mostly high.
Yeah,
That is almost a perfect representation of what happened last week. So yes, I think we can go with that.
Okay, so before we continue where we left off, we are going to redo the icon relationships. So this will be done at the start of each session. So I've cleared the old ones off, and if everyone sort of rolls one dice for each of their icons, and I will append the icon relationship sheet accordingly. Oh wow, that's pretty good.
Did you un-GM the Phoenix?
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool.
There are notes on some of the battle maps that it's probably best not. They are notes about what's going on, and it will potentially give stuff away.
Well, I got nothing.
Please re-roll that then.
Well, I got nothing.
Give it another go. Why not? I would like everyone to have at least something.
Well, I got nothing.
I think the gods are saying go away.
Have you just rolled the exact same thing like 3 times in a row?
Well, I have rolled 2-1-2, 2-4-1, 1-4-4.
I think you're just going to have to use DM powers to say, hey, have a 5 in...
Question mark.
Just roll it again. Roll it again. Fine.
Yeah.
I have a
Yay.
6 with the
6,
wild
4,
one.
5.
Okay, so Steph, what do you got then?
6 with the wild one.
Yep.
I've got a... Oh, sorry.
Richard?
I got a 6 with a scholar.
Yep. Ben?
I'm important. So I've got a 5 with the states, a 6 with the broken chain, and a 6 with the wild one.
Okay. Nick?
I got a 6 with the Marauder.
Ciaran?
I got a 6 with the scholar and a 5 with the states.
Yep. Okay.
On my
those are
4th
updated.
try.
Okay then. In which case, we are good to start. So, we find ourselves back on. It was the Dancing Pirate, which has just left Citadel. Is there anything your characters are doing while they wait for the ship to get closer to its destination?
I remember I was researching something, wasn't I? I can't remember what it was. I think I was probably just reading. That's probably it. I'm just reading my books. That's about it.
Grazar will be, communing with the voices inside his head.
Just relax.
Yeah,
Think-
Remember,
voices
he's
inside his
got a
head?
collection of
Itching to go.
spirits
Oh,
residing
yeah.
inside of him.
Oh yeah. Yes. Well, actually,
Just
anyone else
relaxing.
doing anything?
I'm waiting for the to get off this ship that's being driven by a madman.
No, not a madman. The very narcotically indulgent man. We know he's quite sane because he didn't really want to go here.
And yet he did.
Steph, are you doing anything?
No, I'm just gonna chill.
It'd be several days. The map is quite quite long. You're traveling for several days. The ship is the Nexus is heading.
I think you're cutting out a bit, Andy.
To it. Kind of think of it a bit like entering an orbit. On the third day, so Nick, your character, Constantine's, is it the skin or the hair that changes color?
Hair.
Hair. Well, it's turned into a bright purple
Ooh, fantastic.
on the morning.
I shall tend to my hair and give myself a blowout.
So it is a relatively clear. Well, it's a relatively clear day at the moment. Obviously, anyone that knows some of the nuances around Constantine might know that might be about to change soon.
Oh well. We got an umbrella, right?
Yep. I'm going to move you over to this map. Again, I take no credit for the maps. I have happily stolen them from the internet, or reappropriated them from the internet.
I think it's a very appropriate image.
Liberated.
Yeah,
Blurry,
I quite
is
like
it. Unblur.
Just
Okay.
give it a second to unbuffer. Or to buffer, rather.
Brought to you by Patreon.
Kazipiku?
Yeah, that's the guy who made it.
Exactly.
Ah,
Credit where credit is due.
I'm going to refresh.
I
the page.
may have just totally butchered the pronunciation of
You
that.
probably have.
Overlay Mandy.
Yep, I'll take that. So, if you want to place yourselves on the ship, roughly whereabout you'd be. Again, 13th Age doesn't have like a robust, this is how far you can move. It's more of a understanding whereabouts you are in relation to your enemies, and roughly how far away.
Yeah, we're going to have a special thing on the side of the map just to show where everyone is roughly, or in the 13-page way.
I was in terms of like, I think I'm happy to just kind of like go off what makes sense, rather than trying to define things.
Fair enough.
I think we all may have forgotten to get tokens.
Wait,
It's
oh,
fine.
only one of you?
No? Oh, yeah. I tried adding one last week, but Roll20 was having a moment. Yeah, Arya Lemna is probably just sort of sat on a bench over here, just reading a book.
It'll be here.
Is that a toilet?
That is a toilet, yes.
That is a toilet.
It drops straight out. Well, I kind of envision with Nexus, the way they would get rid of waste is literally fire it into the Nexus.
Stick it in a cannon, shoot it at people.
Yeah, literally stick what's it called a rocket fueled garbage cannon.
So he might be over here. Actually, no, he's going to be up near the steering wheel because that's where he's going to be. As soon as and then this guy is probably going to be over here. Okay then. So yes.
I'm actually still here. That was in quotes. So yeah.
So yes, very quickly over the course of the morning, the clouds start rolling in almost from nowhere as the ship starts to rock much further from turbulence. Kind of these big black clouds kind of just sort of like almost materialize as you kind of start feeling kind of like almost like tugging sensations in directions you would not normally assume it to be, such as to the left and not down. So I would like, first of all, everyone to give me some kind of balance-related check.
That's a no. Could noble bearing? I'm used to walking with my head held high and my shoulders back.
I think that was a bit of a stretch.
I know, have to try though. Well, silver-tongued seductress, although that's more with my speech, in which case it's just going to be nothing.
Can I go with Gravedigger? Because you've got to try not to fall in the damn thing.
Yeah, I'll allow that one.
What about being a gladiator or hunter?
Hunter, definitely,
that?
yes.
Alright.
Okay, so we add our level,
Yep.
add the skill, and then add a stat, probably Dex, right?
Yes, Dex.
Add the level.
I think I'm okay.
You're fine?
I don't know.
I'm just going to go for straight decks, I think.
23?
Oh yeah, you're fine. You are absolutely fine.
I think I rolled that properly, but let me know if I haven't.
I think you have. It looks fine.
Nice. The sheet is very confusing. I'm not gonna lie.
Just short. And so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so those of you that did not hit the magic 15 mark, you will have trouble maintaining your footings. So the ship is rocking forwards and backwards as it's almost like being in very choppy high seas, only you're in the air. It's kind of bobbing and weaving, and it's kind of taking everything that you have to sort of like not get thrown overboard. Those of you that succeeded are able to make a perception check.
I'm kind of getting Disney Treasure Planet vibes here, where everyone's attached a rope to the main mast so they don't float away. Was that health and safety not existing on this ship?
Well,
have you met
I
the
remind
captain?
you that you're exactly.
Perception. That would go into wisdom, I assume?
Yes.
I don't think I'm in danger of falling off the ship, given I'm in the outhouse.
You might fall through the bottom of the ship, depending on how the flush works.
He's bracing himself.
You also might be significantly dirtier than you went in.
One with the chaos.
Yeah, there's a undead centipede in the cleaning cupboard, so I wouldn't go there.
Do you think I can again try and use my hunter for perception?
Yes, I'll allow that.
It's wisdom, isn't it? We said.
Yes.
No, to shoot. I've pressed it. I'll come again.
Oh, I need to take a sorcerer spell.
Oh, that's not very good.
What should I take?
Okay, so where are you, Ciaran, and where are you? There's a necromancer.
Necromancer's at the front of the ship.
Okay, so the necromancer is going to see this first. So within the storms, as you're being hit from rain from very disorientating angles, and lightning is striking, you see forms flying with it, like between the clouds, coming towards you. They seem to be some kind of like small dragons. Only they've got four. Most of them seem to be standing on two, or like working off two limbs.
We're
As
going to have visitors very soon, potentially hostile.
Ciaran, you will also see this ahead of time. So I move these to the token layer. And I would like everyone to roll initiative. Those that had unstable footing will have a penalty on any attacks they make during the first round.
Okay, so how do we do initiative here?
So it is Dex plus level plus a D20. And let me see if I can. I'm not sure if the sheets are set up to use a initiative tracker. We'll find out. Oh wait, it is. Haha. This is pretty cool.
So
Perfect.
Okay, so let me roll some initiative for these guys.
okay, that should be 5 less than what it was, because I didn't know it would automatically do the dex and level. So I just lowered it to 14. There you go.
Oh, okay.
I
So-
calculated the modifier myself was a mistake.
Just quickly making rolling for each of these. So we have. So there are a lot of units there. I'll explain one nuance of some units. So mooks, they are characters where there's a lot of them. They will each have their own action on their turn, but if like say for example they have 5 HP, if you do 10 damage to them, it kills 2 of them. So because each of them can attack separately, it's usually pretty good to try and like stem their numbers. Otherwise, even if they're kind of like small but numerous, there's a chance they can start rolling 20s to hit people.
I have a question. Are they
Yes.
still counted as separate creatures? But if you deal X amount of damage, which would kill over its health, it will just bleed over to others?
Yes.
Or if you do a spell that targets a single one, it will only kill one?
So, for example, if you do a spell to target a single mook, and it has other mooks there, if you kill this mook and you have excess damage, it will apply to the rest of the mooks. Think of them almost like they have a shared health bar, sort of.
The kind of like, if I did a lightning bolt and it hit all of them, would each of them take the damage, or would it be the mooks take X damage?
The mooks take X damage.
Okay, but they would all still be treated as if they're getting hit, and
Yeah.
they're still separate targets.
think they just count as one entity for health reasons.
Yeah, I think they just count as one entity for the terms of health. Like, if you
For
talk about
targeting.
lightning fork, are you talking about lightning fork?
I'm talking about force salvo, which lets me target. I fire 6 bolts, which have to target different creatures.
I will allow that to target multiple
Excellent.
because they have different entities.
Excellent.
Roll some d20s, and I will add them to the initiative. Oh, geez, he's not doing well. So let's see. How do I add you to the? Ah, there you go. Add you. Then we're gonna add you. Gonna add you. And then we're gonna add all those nukes. So, is I whopping that. This person is on a whopping that. This. Why do all these people have good initiative, whereas all the people I want to be good have terrible initiative? So that is then that, and this one has a strong that. So we will sort this like so. Okay, first up is one of the Draconids. So come at blah 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 blah. Start again.
That's what I do.
So a small group has kind of flown in. They've landed onto the deck. Most of them are these almost like very small, squat, humanoid-esque figures, but with lizard features. Like you got the sort of like pointed nose, the teeth, the kind of slitted eyes, and the scales.
I think they're friendly.
I'm sure they are slightly friendly. They all have kind of the draconic wings, but they're also wearing maybe not armor, kind of more like rudimentary armor, as in it's kind of more like padded leather style armor, which forms around their wings to like let them through, and they've kind of got little dinky swords, which are rather adorable. There is one which is this one over here, which has a much more impressive set of armor. The one over here seems to be in robes and has some kind of what you would assume to be some kind of like ritualistic instrument. While the thing at the back,
could you give that one a? Could you give the special ones like a little icon?
Yes. So
I like the fact that the apparent wizard of the party is standing next to our apparent barbarian.
Yes, he probably didn't. He's going to regret that decision, I think. So let's put that one because he's going to be dead very soon. And then let's put this one as. Do we have a nice warrior one? Let's give him that because he's. And then meanwhile at the back is a small dragon. It's not bipedal. It is just a dragon. Okay, so first up is this guy. What targets does he have? Well, you can probably see the people in there. So he is going to move very quickly at the one person he can see that is presumably not going to get swarmed by the mob. Over to here. So he closes to close range. He has a blade which has like it's almost got teeth on one side of it. Only they're they're kind of they're bone teeth rather than any kind of like metalwork. And he is going to make an attack. So I will roll his hit. G plus 7. Does a 17 hit you?
AC?
AC.
Yes.
Please take 6 damage.
I am going to kill you.
And that was his turn. Next up, we have the person who is not going to last long. Not in the slightest. Let's see. What's he got? Okay, well, he may as well try and bop you with his staff. Okay, so he is going to attack the barbarian that is standing next to him. Sure, in his ability to be able to survive till next turn, or some kind of retirement. Steph, does a 28 hit you?
As if you have to ask.
Please take 8 damage then. And which-
Is Steph AFK?
Seems like it.
Well, we'll assume that a 28 is going to hit her.
Steph, are you? Oh, no, she's back.
I didn't go AFK, my internet dropped.
Ah.
So does 28 beat your AC?
Yes, it does.
Please take 8 damage.
Sure. Oh, I see.
Okay, in which case it moves on to Ari.
Okay, how does it work with attacks of opportunity while engaged? As in if you cast a spell?
If you cast a spell, I don't believe that provokes. However, if you move away, that will.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure spells do provoke.
I'll do that.
Yeah,
Let me
look.
double check. Oops. I'll try for that.
Those spells draw attack opportunities from enemies engaged with you, even the enemies you target with a spell. Those quarter spells are the exception. They don't draw opportunity attacks.
Close quarters is what I was thinking of then. Okay.
Right. I'm not happy because all my spells except for one. Okay, I am likely going to use my Elven Teleport.
This from your race.
Yes. Trying to remember how it works now. Give me a moment.
I believe it is a quick action. So one thing to note is that on your turn you have a move action, a standard action, and a quick action. So,
This is a move action.
Yep.
So I will sort of loop sort of to there. Would you class that as nearby?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're kind of like in the range between nearby and close. So.
Okay. What I will then do is she will whip her hair back and shout out, Narglethrob's Empyrean Spears of fantastically forceful termination. And I will use a quick action to maximize the damage on this spell.
Okay.
That ability.
So I don't know. I'm actually casting Force Salvo, but that is my Vance's polysyllabic verbalization. Don't know what's going to happen with the spell, but let's try. So I need to make effectively. I'm just going to start blamming. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like 3 against the mooks. It has to be against sort of different targets.
Yep. Do you need
So,
to make any kind of roll to hit, or is it just?
I have to make a roll to hit versus their PD, and it's my intelligence.
Is the mooks one target in general?
Yeah, you can't target them multiple times.
Oh, in which case I only get to fire 4 then. But up to 6. So it is my intelligence plus my level. So that's going to be plus 8. So I'll just do it from like the top of the map to the bottom of the map. So I'll target the thing I just teleported away from. 22 to hit its PD.
Hit.
Mooks, 23 to hit their PD.
That is a hit.
This thingy over here, 25 to hit its PD.
That is a hit.
And the spellcaster down here, 22 to hit his PD.
Yep, that is a hit as well.
Fantastic. And given that I evoked the spell, I didn't roll a nat 1, it means that all of the spell's damage is maxed, so each of those deals 40 points of damage.
Okay then. Let's see. Let's go through the damage report. This person is dead. This person over here is also dead. And then let's have a look at the thing at the back. Oh, it's alive. It's alive.
I did just burn my daily and my once per battle evoke.
And then let's find out how many of these mooks are dead. That's 2 of them dead. Poor mooks. Poor mooks.
So we've just got 3 mooks left.
Oh wait, the big thing at the back is not dead, so it's just about alive. So yes, there is 3 mooks and a dragony thing.
Aurelium will just sort of flick her hair back again and go, "The scholar says hello." Yeah, that's me.
Okay. So next up,
I like that
Constantine.
spell.
Right. Would moving to here constitute a single movement action?
Moving to where?
I've drawn on the map from where I am to where I want to get to.
Oh, I'd say
Because
yeah,
movement
that's
is a bit vague in 13th Age, so
Yeah, I
I'm never
think
sure
so.
how far I can move.
You are because you are currently technically at far, so you would go from
There are
far
walls in the way.
to. Yeah, so I think that's fair. Yeah, if you can get to around there. You are probably in range of of a spell that isn't close.
But of course, I must roll my d6 first.
If they're nearby, you can get there in a move. If they're far away, you can do it in 2 moves.
Right. I believe that means the next spell I can cast must be an iconic one.
Fun ones.
Excellent. So let's go for.
I believe you still roll for which iconic one you end up with.
Do I? I thought it was by
I believe
basically
that you
just choose at this point. That it will the spell I use has to be an iconic one, whatever it is.
I'm pretty sure for the iconic ones you roll for which icon it is. Let me check. Yes, you roll a d12.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, I need to distribute the icons into the 3. I think it's Blood of Warriors, Light of the High Ones, and Twisted Path, which I forgot to do. God damn it! I completely forgot about that.
So what we'll do is we'll go with what makes sense for the moment. If you just roll a d12 for which one we are invoking. So I believe that's the scholar.
Oh, joy. I don't like the scholar.
I have just said the scholar says hello. I think he found you instead.
Right, where am I?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh yes, yes. This is going to be a problem. Because I didn't distribute them into their thingies. I actually don't have a way to choose the spell.
No, you get to. So the options are silver arrows and cascading power. I think. Oh wait, no, you don't get cascading power until later. So yeah,
That's
you've
the level.
got silver arrows.
Not that it makes much difference, but I would have dealt 1 extra damage with each of my attacks. Because I forgot about my wand.
I mean, most of them are dead anyway.
No difference.
Wait, how did you determine it was silver arrows?
Because it's so each of the icons have a 1-to-1 ratio of which they replace.
Oh, you're just
So-
subbing them, right? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. When it comes to like the Twisted Path, Blood of Warriors, Light of the High Ones, etc., I just said pick ones which make sense because they were set groupings. For the 1-to-1, number 1 was the Archmage, which became the Scholar in our setting.
Ah, right. Okay, I shall distribute this properly at the end of the session. Sorry, I completely forgot about that.
So I believe, the option is Silver Arrows, which is kind of like a magic missile.
Indeed. Targets 1d3. Actually, I've got I have the spell thing. I click on the button.
So you need to roll a 2 or more. Okay.
They essentially don't miss. So
Yep. And that is so the spell strikes the dragon and it falls over dead.
Cool.
It was literally sitting on like 4 HP.
and I'll take the top one from here.
Yep, it will take some damage, but it is not toppled over yet.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, next up, our great and mighty necromancer.
How far away would you say I am?
You are currently in the one below far, so you're nearby, I think.
Yeah.
Essentially, a move action will get you to the combat.
Oh, nearby I am in the combat. Wahaha. Let's see, blah blah blah. I command your bones to break free and seek their own lives! The bones beneath, essentially on the mukes. The skeletons are going to rip themselves out and be on my side.
Okay. I assume you need to roll to hit against them.
See, attack is intelligence plus level versus PD. So my intelligence is 5, levels 3. So that's going to be a total of 8. I have the staff, which gives me plus 1. So that's 9. I think I'm going to hit with that.
Yes. Yes, you are.
This is doing 4d12 plus intelligence negative damage.
Okay. They're probably not going to survive this.
Oh, I need to roll on my iconic warp table. Let me do that quickly.
I'm only doing 30 damage.
Okay, so let's do some maths. There, and see.
Oh, nice.
So I believe that is 2 of them dead.
Okay, I get 2 freshly ripped free skeleton mooks.
Okay. Let's find a picture of a skeleton. Skeleton.
So my base PD and MD go up by 1 to the end of my turn. Nice.
There we are. We have some nice. Oh, whoops. Nice skeletons.
It's okay, they're quite crap.
They look like they're moonwalking.
And I guess my minion will go to that door and just wait for someone to open it for him. Probably open it himself, but
He doesn't need to. It's just like, oh, I hear fights. It would be a shame. I would help if someone would open this door. So Steph, you're up now.
Okay, so these two are these skeleton mooks, the necromancers.
Yep.
Is this guy staggered at all?
Let me see how much hit points he has. So, no,
Okay.
not by much.
I think you need the advantage here.
That's fine. I will pop over here, and then well, I mean, there's not much point. I'm not going to do that actually. I'm just gonna hit. There's not much point raging, I don't think, at this stage. Not many people left. Yeah, I will just stab her with my longsword. I only get one hit, don't I? One attack at the moment.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's very dead. It was sitting on a nice. It was a nice 10 hit points. So, it's dead 3 times over. How are you killing it? It's.
I'm just gonna split it in half, but like sideways. You know, like left and right, not top and bottom.
Yep. So it kind of like you slice it, and there's a moment where all is still, despite being in the middle of a storm, and then the 2 halves fall over. And that was over a lot faster than I was expecting it to. They
Only
are
one
dead.
round.
Sounds a lot like last night.
The battle is over.
Okay,
I was going to rage, but there's
Yay.
no point.
I get to roll a dice to see if I get my spell back.
That's what I just rolled as well. My force salvo has recharged. Because I believe you mentioned, Andy, that when we're in proximity to the Nexus, we are treated as if we're in the overworld. So 16 plus recharge.
On
Is that right?
rolls 3 on.
Yeah, ignore that. I was just creating a spell, so it's easier for me to use.
Okay, well, you don't need to worry too much about getting dailies back because you're still about a day out from the destination. So you will have time to rest between now and then.
Aria Lemna will just sort of, for a moment, her eyes will sort of glaze over and she will just mumble something. And you hear something about shadows.
What about the shadows?
Perhaps maybe an easy roll might help you. Would that be? What would you say would be the roll, Andy, to sort of see if they can hear what I'm saying, mumbling?
DC 15. You're in the middle of a storm.
Fair point.
What are we looking at? Just wisdom, perception-y kind of thing?
Yeah, wisdom, any kind of perception-y style skill.
Touched by the Nexus?
We're in the Nexus, kind of.
I'll allow it, because you're in a chaos storm of sorts.
24.
Yep, you hear it.
White shadows haunt thy steps. That's what you hear her say.
Uh-huh.
Right, I wonder why they attacked us. Isn't there a reason normally behind these sort of random events?
random
But the
events are
fun-
random by nature. So this could have been a simple. There could be no reason behind it. It could simply be one with the chaos.
I will treat it as suspicious until otherwise proven wrong.
Okay, well, you have successfully repelled the would-be pirates slash boarders in very short fashion. So you keep traveling for about another, about another day before.
We get a long rest, right?
Yes, you get your various spells back.
Ooh, I'm going to put the jar out then.
Oh, remind me what the jar does.
It catches spirits. And then I could, blackmail them to tell me things or help me to let them free, or they, stay in there.
Yep. Yeah.
Roll a d6 every full heal up. On a 5 or 6, it catches a spirit of the dead you expect to find in the environment.
Give it a roll then.
No.
Ah. Okay. In which case you come into view. So where you are, the storm is massive. It encompasses most of your vision when it comes to looking in the way you are heading. You see it's like looking at a hurricane, only much bigger. You can still see kind of rocks kind of being drawn in, some kind of being thrown out before being pulled back in. You see kind of lightning sparks with amongst the kind of clouds, and it's just this momentous, massive phenomenon that's just always there. As you start to near the corners, you see a relatively large island, which is kind of doing a sort of lazy, wobbling, almost like orbit of this storm for the moment. From a distance, you can see a single guard tower on one side of it, along next to a section of what kind of docking, almost like a dock area. I say dock area in the way of the structures which made up the dock are mostly gone. They are ruined, tattered, smashed apart. But the kind of the area still exists, and it is enough that you could essentially park up next to it. Obviously, you're not going to get any kind of repairs here. There is a few, what looks like there was once a couple of buildings just in the vicinity, and there is you can see from there that there's a path that leads down this hill. Part of it, the path splits off to one pit going up towards this watchtower. The other seems to go down to where there seems to be a kind of small, the edges of a small city. However, you assume it's a city because you can see about almost like half a block in before it seems like the rest of the land has just been sheared away. It's obvious that something was there, but it's not there now.
Would top of the watchtower give us a better vantage point to see around? I realise we're on a flying ship and would have probably had a good eye in before we landed.
Yeah, you've probably got it looks like what's left of this island is primarily what's left of the dock areas, small sections of some kind of city, which consists of a lot of broken towers and rubble, and the watchtower, which looks worse for wear, but seems much more sturdily built than all the other buildings, as from the fact that it is, standing.
I'm basically going to be spending as much time as possible just kind of just drawing in the immensity of where we are. And trying to enjoy it as much as possible.
You even, here there is that constant pull towards the Nexus. You can feel it, at all times. It is there, it is constant. You almost, to a degree, feels like if you were to jump, it would just get pulled in.
Might I suggest we search a watchtower? It would probably be the hold-up for any last survivors. Even if they're dead, it would still be where the remains are. I like remains.
The
Yep,
barbarian takes a step away from the necromancer when he says, "I like remains," in a very creepy whisper. She does not wish to become remains.
I'm going to toss a few things over the side, like a few coins or a few feathers, just to kind of watch them get buffeted and pillared around the storm.
Yeah, so even as you drop them, you can see that it almost takes like a curved trajectory as it's drawn towards the Nexus.
I like this place. This is cool. Even so, where is our port of landing?
Yes. So there is a dock area, as I mentioned. Most of any kind of equipment that was previously here seems to have been smashed and destroyed. There are kind of sections of the rock, looks like it is filled with craters. There's the land is cracked, but there is still a section where with a mooring point that you could bring the ship up to and moor against it.
Let's go there then.
Yes. How about the captain, by the way?
The captain is fine.
Is he piloting well, given where we are?
He's piloting well, considering that he's also doing so while stoned.
Do you see Ariel Emma?
Nick? Nick is steering the ship?
Yes, I'm here with the party. Do you see Ariel Emma? The pilot knows what he's doing.
Don't worry. I'll be here in one piece when you get back. I'll be fine.
You could be here in several pieces. I'm sure you'll get us home just the same.
That is not encouraging.
You can bet on it, sir. Mom, sir, sir.
Now I'm confused. What gender are you?
All of them.
Nah, mammals. You can never tell, really.
They all look the same.
Okay, I'm a Naga. What's your excuse?
From the woods.
Also, Dennis will make an appearance to remind everyone that he does still exist.
No, it's Dennis the Menace.
So I overheard that we have arrived.
Yes. Will you be joining us on the dangerous island?
Well, while I would like to, I thought it best to leave that up to your decision. Obviously, I do want to see it for myself, but obviously, as part of what you've been charged with is keeping me safe and alive, I can understand the intention of me staying back till it's declared safe.
A request for you then. Make sure the ship does not leave without us. I'm not having that happen again.
He kind of looks to the rest of you if you kind of like are all in agreement.
Of the ship not leaving without us? Yes.
And then, as
I
well as in
am.
like him staying with the ship.
Yes, I suppose that's a sensible decision, given that you're the one who hired her.
Very well. I'll stay here and make sure that the captain remains successfully moored. Then, of course, should you find anything about my friend, and I very much want to know as soon as possible.
I just get a read on him that he's being on the level, possibly.
Give me a roll.
You want
Or-
like a wisdom check?
Yes.
Would noble-born leader work, considering he's a noble?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Maybe that will help, because we have a very good wisdom. 15? I think that is that barely the amount I need right now?
Yes, though I believe that's a 1, so that's a fail anyway.
Oh, is it? Ah, fuck.
It's you get the feeling that he seems apprehensive and anxious, but you're not sure why.
Okay. Very well, let's move, everyone. I want to get off this ship as soon as possible. That was not the most pleasant journey.
No, but a journey nonetheless. Let's head off.
Okay, you're able to land, or well, essentially, the captain is able to dock the ship successfully with minimal turbulence, shall we say? And you are now onto the docks. There obviously used to be some buildings here. There are it's mostly ruins, as it looks like they've been smashed in by large rocks, which is not massively surprising considering this place has spent a non-small amount of time inside Ingard's Folly. There is a path which leads down towards the remains of the city, shall we say, and then it branches off to part way along that towards the watchtower.
Do we need a marching order?
Not right now.
No? Cool. Alright.
I just need to know where you're going.
I will definitely be at the front.
I believe I already gave my vote for the tower and a logical conclusion on why.
So, yes, let us head off.
Okay, so let's move you. So yes, the watchtower. It is a story affair as you get closer. And let's move you over to this map. You should be able to, at the bottom, see the entranceway. Please tell me you can see the entranceway.
Yes, it's blurry again. God, Roll20 is not playing ball with it. You have to reload the page again.
I can see the entranceway.
Yay! Things have worked. Okay, so this is a stone building. It's very solidly built, and it looks like it's taken a lot of a lot of beating from outside assault. The walls are, while they are standing, they do not look massively structurally intact. There are like two kind of like stone statues which are built in impressive like human people in armor, looking majestic, and shall we say, it's that pose. Like they're the top of the world and nothing bad is ever going to happen to their civilization.
Until it does, and then they wonder, why us? Okay, my buttons are now all fixed. We should probably drag some tokens onto the map.
Yes. Ciaran is still around. Haven't heard you in a while.
I was on mute.
Oh, okay.
Not on mute.
I'm still
my
here.
mic is
I have
not
been
working.
here. Happens once a session. So yes, I'm still here. I see the entrance.
Have you been seeing the various messages I've been sending you?
See them now.
There's already secret messages. It's only the second session.
Well, he's been ignoring me, so
Very rude.
3 times. Anyone wants to try and work out what she's saying?
Yeah, I'll give it a go. Why not?
Are you muttering to yourself again?
Assume she's crazy by this point.
one.
Ah, there we go. Okay, now the icon rule is correct.
It's not
Different
one
things.
sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
We
ask
don't
her
know-
what the
we
next
don't
one
know.
is saying to her, or try and figure it out.
You just hear she's mumbling to herself.
You don't know that she can hear the quote unquote Nexus.
Yeah.
That's correct. But I have now at least caught her
Yeah, the
muttering
next
to
one.
herself.
Embrace
Hang on.
that which arrives unheeded. That's the first one. The stones crumble as they walk. Second one. Ritrim follows thy footsteps. Trust it not. Do you think she hears what she's saying?
What was the
Very
second
just
one?
doesn't realise
She
she's
wouldn't be a very
mumbling
good
them.
secret keeper.
What was the second one again?
I get concerned
So,
there, but now
into
is not the time.
There is
Oh, in any case, let's press on.
friendly closed. They look quite heavy. How are you like?
Oh, right, we need some kind of force to open the door, do we?
Yep.
If they're
Hey.
Me. I will open the stone.
Well,
I will open the stone doors.
One can assume that they would be normally easier to open where they not have been battered in slightly. Can the people opening it please make a strength-based roll using any skills you might have that are strength-based?
Would you like for the gladiator to try and do it?
Yeah, I'll allow gladiator. I will also allow force of entropy.
Okay, and I've got the monitor of might, so I'm going to activate it. Just let me roll twice.
Fucking hell.
And get twice. So I get 31.
That is awful from the gladiator.
You did roll a 2, so I think you only failed on like a 4 or less. It was pretty good anyway. But yes, so you kind of give it a push. It doesn't really give a wish point. Your keep getting his name. Wish point. Aaron moves in and kind of braces himself and like with a heave pushes open the doors, revealing. Let me reveal this section. So we do like and out.
Don't try and say this place is so close to dust. It's effortless for me to help it on its way.
So inside is a shadowed area. Like there are braziers around which look like they may have held some kind of either torch or mage light, but all of them are broken. And he was in this place. So just checking my notes. Yes. Okay, so yes, it seems like an entryway. So there have been desks. There is a large like mosaic into the floor of the area that is heavily cracked. There are two stairs at the end of the room that you can see. Both of those, the area around the stairs has caved in and are inaccessible. And it looks very much like this place was almost like a foyer for the guard tower.
My, the dwarves do love their symmetry.
It is not a dwarf place.
Wait, is it not?
Who knows who made it?
No, you know that this was previous. It may look dwarfish, but that's just like the map thing. It is originally a watchtower of the kingdom of Issaros, which was destroyed even before the last expedition came.
Ah, right. Excuse my error.
Okay, you heading inside then?
Yes.
Can I get a perception from the two at the front?
Sure.
Sorry, I don't know why they added the 0. I didn't actually ask for it to, but there we go. So that's only an 11.
Okay. So, only Nada sees this. As you walk into there, you feel a sort of your hunter instincts tell you that there is a threat, even if you can't see it right now.
Okay, I draw out my weapon and I tell everyone behind me.
Interesting.
What is it? Do you hear something?
If on cue, so this place is very dark, but as this was pointed out to you, the darkness, for lack of a better term, wibbles. It's almost like seeing a bit of a heat haze, where it's shadow, but it moves slightly as it starts coalescing into forms.
I like this place. It's very homey.
Yes, for you it would be.
Big red letters that say foyer have appeared.
I'll take one more step inside.
Oh, whoops.
Oh yeah.
I changed the wrong thing. Whoops.
The shadows have turned into text.
I did say there were certain notes.
Just be grateful it didn't reveal a trap.
Lol. Oh god damn it! It's gonna be traps,
Okay.
isn't there?
So would everyone everyone like to roll some initiative?
The runes don't make sense.
That's your biggest
let's-
issue with this play?
Like, I can read Trife,
I'm actually going to do them.
Lansin,
What is it? Second eight.
Peak.
What do you?
I was reading
what
the
are you,
runes on that
looking at?
circle.
I'm very
Okay.
frightened because as someone from the woods, I don't believe anyone should be able to read runes.
I am
No-
not from the
no,
woods.
I mean, like,
What are you talking
I've never
about?
seen anyone do that. Like,
okay.
it's
I thought
not
you meant
normal
I'm
for
from
me.
the woods.
No. Like, I just
Oh,
No,
wouldn't.
it was like
absolute-
in the game that we were in yesterday. The evil GM gave us large sections of text to translate in the substitution cipher, and they broke me because I started just reading it with the symbols instead
Okay.
of
Do
using
I
a key.
accidentally delete
It
someone
was
off the
fun.
initiative track? Hang on.
How does that make me evil?
Yeah,
You
you
deleted everyone.
Yeah, you did.
I cleared all the previous things on
Yeah.
there.
Well, I'll roll mine.
So
I'd like
apologies
to
if I
delete
deleted
mine.
your thing off. If you
How
Okay.
about
speak?
we keep
I'll
the
use the
new
first one.
total if it's better? No.
I hadn't rolled, so
Well, my roll is
So I had to-
decidedly better than it was
Oh, you had
previous.
rolled previously. Okay, so it is 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's a range. That. That.
Can you add me back to the list?
Yeah, give me a sec. Yep, I mean, add you back into the list. Blub. Add turn. Yep, update your. Oh, damn it.
Okay, then I will add myself back in. I got a.
Oh, we rested on the ship, didn't we?
Yes.
we were a day away, so spells are back. Oh, can we assume that we would have healed as well? Using a recovery. Or a healing spell.
I have spells that swap health about.
Leave me alone. Andy, is that alright? I was saying,
sorry, what were you
can we
doing?
assume that we have healed?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice. Thank you.
Nice.
Okay. Is everyone on the initiative track?
I believe so.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go
Yep.
ascending. Okay, first up is which one? This one. These, yeah. So these are kind of shadowy figures that are almost like made out of darkness. And this one here is going to surge forth towards Nada, and she is going to make an attack.
Okay.
Uh,
I hope it goes well for her.
Does a 15 hit your PD?
PD?
Yes.
No, 15? No, it does not.
Okay, so it kind of surges at you. But you kind of duck out of the way. Next up is Ariemna.
Arialemna. See,
Ariana.
just call me Aria. Like, just go Aria. So
Okay.
these bull
Yes.
skulls are actually creatures. Are they mooks or not?
Are
Yes,
they
they
undead?
are.
Sad.
Yes,
Awesome.
they are. In 13 days, so to speak.
Okay, so I can target. Can I? Would it be acceptable to class that these creatures are nearby, or like the front three at least would class as nearby?
Yeah, I'll allow
Okay,
that.
so I'm gonna do. Yeah, we will cast. Where are we? Prague's Blazing Finger. And I'm going to cast Magic Missile. So auto hits and deals 2d4 damage, and then whatever additional possible effects you deign. So I'll do that on the one that's directly in front of Steph.
Yep, so.
Fuck. Sorry, language. Sorry. Gonna have to put a warning label on this episode. That was a 2.
It will take the 2 damage as it is lit up and it sparkles like it's on fire.
Pretty.
It cannot hide and it is very easy to see. And it also creates an illumination of the area around it, so you can see other shadowy figures.
Yay, Prague's Blazing Finger.
Hold on. So the shadows are shedding light now.
Yes, don't question it. It's magic.
Okay.
So that means this one is going to drive surge forwards. So is nearby going to close around to here. It still only really has one target, so it will also come around this pillar, where it is very obvious that it's there because something's now burning like fire. Where it will attempt to make an attack against Nada, and probably fail. 16 against your PD?
It misses. Sorry.
That was its go. Next, which one do we have here? This one. Well, if it's, I mean, it's gonna give it a go. It's gonna give it a go.
Okay.
Plus 8. 19 against PD.
It does hit.
Yes! Success!
Well done.
Okay, so oh, I forgot that ability. Okay, so please take 12 points of negative energy damage.
Sure.
Alright.
They should have been getting a bonus to attack. Oh. Well. So then that's gone. So now it is person over here. It sees that everyone seems to be crowding on that person over there, so it's going to go for the other person at the front. So it surges forwards. Its kind of long, black, tendrily arms reaching for Ben's character, which I always forget. Aaron. It attacks. Okay, so I need to actually factor in that they have that ability. So it would actually be, there's 8 of them. So yeah. So it'd be does 13 beat your PD, Ben? Okay.
Narrowly.
So then why are all the ones at the back the ones that rolled really? Okay. This one is going to then surge forwards to move to. Yeah, let's go there. So D20 plus that. I'm pretty sure that is going to hit your PD.
Yeah, that
Yep.
hit my PD.
So can you please take 12 points of damage. Negative energy damage. At which point, it's over to Constantine.
Right. So. What am I going to do? Let's roll my d6 first. Alright, casting defensively. Or casting a defensive spell, rather.
Well, you're fine.
So you cut out there. I didn't hear what you said.
You're not standing next to one, so you're actually fine.
Oh no, I'm not casting defensively. I'm saying I rolled a 3, which is a defensive spell that I have to cast.
Oh, I see. Yes.
So I will go with Chaos Blessing. You or your the one with 2 points. Yep. So. Who has taken damage? Or has no one taken damage?
I think that's actually Ben.
Sure, I will do that.
Okay. And in which case then it would be over to Nada.
Hello. Okay, so I would like to activate my whirlwind power, so I can make a whirlwind attack as the first action of my turn.
Yep.
And I'm engaged by 2 or more enemies. It means I take a -4 penalty to my AC and PD until the start of my next turn, but I roll a separate melee attack against each enemy I'm engaged with.
I'm pretty sure that
Now,
let's
nice.
go with it. Yep, go for it.
So he is 1, 2, and 3. Input value thing. So 24, 14, and then a crit on the last one.
Okay, well, this is going to get weird because they are. Okay, so let's see. Let me check there. This is against their AC.
Yes.
So the first one hits. The second one misses. The third one is a crit.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's a crit. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So the first one is very dead. So that one. Oh, do you make it because you attack everyone next to you, right? There's 4 around you.
It says anyone engaged with me.
Okay. So yep.
Not
Well,
nearby.
this one is dead.
Our allies.
That one's
Also,
very dead. That one is very dead.
It would usually not deal miss damage, but I have the adventure feat in it, so it deals a normal amount of miss damage.
This one is going to take that amount of damage. Okay.
And then can I move after I've killed them? Then can I just move to allow more space for people?
Yes. Yeah. That's fine. If you move like out of their like threatened zone, then they're gonna have opportunity attack, but you're not actually leaving their threatened zone. So yeah.
No. I
Yep.
just kind of want to make more space for people if
If
they wish to get closer or not.
Next up is the Necromancer, who is seeing a lot of undead things.
I
He's very excited about it.
do have a spell which it requires them to have less than less than 64 hit points. One nearby undead creature. So I don't think just confusing it would.
It's definitely got less than that. That's what one of them died when it took 25 damage.
Would confusing it be worthwhile?
Confusion is probably better to be used against potential boss creatures because it locks them out of a turn. Whereas these are like theoretically you could stun one of them from being able to attack someone next turn, but they're dying in one hit to nada.
What's the escalation? The escalation's 0, isn't it?
Yes, the escalation hasn't come up yet.
Okay, I am going to send in my minion to attack. That's really all I can do. Because I'm assuming, negative energy isn't going to affect
the main
these
thing
creatures.
that is they will gain. They have. Oh, I've entirely forgot about that ability of theirs. I'm an idiot. It wouldn't have actually mattered anyway. No,
Okay.
no, yeah, that wouldn't
Negative
have mattered.
energy based on the escalation dice. So I'll possibly be doing 0d6 damage to them.
What with the minion?
With my spell, so yeah,
okay.
I've got no spell to work. The minion, however, his attack is +9 versus AC.
Yep.
Okay, so Kachomp. He yeah, what do you want him to do with that?
It was like go, attack my enemy, and it's like looks over, kind of prods it with its tail, like I did what you asked. I value just trips over the step, despite being a snake.
Well, he's a centipede.
Oh,
Lots of little legs to trip.
Yep.
That's all I can do, guys.
Okay.
So we get escalation dice.
Next up is another one of the spirity things. I have realized that they can do this. Whoop. It goes through the wall because it's a spirit.
I don't like that.
Come on, it was kind of obvious.
So
Anyone
this one is now
who knows
that
anything about
because
undead
two
would
of
know
them
that.
are there. Okay, this one is it phases through the wall and immediately goes after the spellcaster who thought he was safe. Does a 26 hit your PD, Nick?
No. No, you reckon it does?
It doesn't?
No, it does, it does. Something would be very weird if it didn't.
Please take 10 points of negative energy damage.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
I've taken...
Oh, you keep cutting out, Nick.
Oh, am I cutting out? Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least to me. Yeah,
Hello.
Yeah, please take 10 points of negative energy damage. Then next up is this one back here. It's going to do likewise. So it's going to go this time. I can't really go around there. I can go around the side. So it can go around like that. And
Stop running away from me. I wish to attack you.
they've seen what happens when that when that happens. And it's going to attack Aria because it can.
It can hit me? Oh, it's a spirit just to... Okay.
Okay. Does a 20 hit your PD?
Yes.
Please take 10 points of negative energy damage.
Yeah.
This one, however, is we're going to go for Ari, or not Ari, Nada. I'm gonna-
Yes. Hello.
So, that 18 on against PD.
I think so. My PD's 18, so it does hit,
Yes.
doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So please take 10 points of negative energy damage.
Sure.
And that is its go, and it goes around to Master Aaron.
Yay. Okay. So I'm going to start with a simple longsword attack on the one in front of me. Oh, that's a crit.
Suppose I should just wipe this one out.
Maybe not. I'm not the hard hitting. It's just double damage, right?
Yes.
Do you roll twice? Do you roll double the dice, or do you just double the
Each
roll?
of these systems do it slightly differently. So let's check crits. Crit. Deals. It's crit deals double damage.
So you just roll the normal and double it. Is that right?
Yep.
I think mine roll.
Yeah, we just because it died anyway, so it wouldn't actually have mattered, so to speak.
So 40
Yeah, that's very dead. That's very,
Um,
very dead. It would have been dead without the crit.
and then I'm gonna. Oh, then I get a mighty. I get a mighty 1d3 extra command points. Ooh, that puts me up to 3 command points. And then I'm going to point at what's her name? Nada.
Yeah. Oh, that's me.
As a quick action, I'm gonna point at you and say, "Hit it!" And you can make a basic attack, nothing special like a whirlwind, just 20 or regular attack for free.
Oh, nice. Now?
Yes.
Yeah, right now. I'm using basic tactical strike as a quick action.
All right. Let me do a little. Well, it's probably just the miss damage at 12.
Yep, that is
and
miss
then
damage.
In which case, no, I will spend 2 command points to make you re-roll that. I'm gonna say try again.
Okay. Come on, virtual dice. Virtual dice. That's
Virtual
better.
dice
17
understand
is
you. Is that
seven-
crit?
No, that's on the damage. 17 is unfortunately not a hit.
Are you joking me?
It is not a hit.
Are you doing a yoke? Very, very funny.
I think these are either high-level minions or not minions.
Yeah, I'm very confused now. Apologies, Ben. I'll let you down.
They-
I will
Yeah,
cry in
they-
shame.
They have a certain tactic to them, and
We
that's
just check
kind of all they got going to them.
One thing
Yep.
real quick. Well, I forgot I have a single battle maneuver. Cool. I think I just hack and slash. I don't think that's hack and slash. Oh yeah, the escalation doesn't iron up. No, that's fine.
Okay, so we go to the top of the round again.
Escalation!
Yes, hang on, let me go grab this. Blob. You can all see that. right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, the
Yeah,
escalation dice is hit
perfect.
1.
Didn't people have abilities that increase
Yes, if you
escalation
get
stuff?
crit by the enemy, I will raise the escalation. So please be correct.
Okay,
I'll
so
take that under consideration.
well, this one is going to make an attack against Nada. Because that's been working so well for it. So it's +9. Oh no, that probably hits.
Was that Against PD? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's another 10 damage.
Okay. I don't look too good, but it's okay.
Yep.
Don't worry.
Burn up.
I have a plan.
Okay.
Okay, now you know what? You know what? Just because I can, if you don't look too good, what I'll do is, because I have one remaining point, and I have Battle Captain, once per battle I can do another action instead of only doing one interrupt turn. So I'm going to do Rally now.
So you heal using a
let you rally immediately.
recovery, basically, Steph. And it's my go, I think.
Yes, it is your go.
Your recovery dice should be quite good at the barbarian.
Steph?
I'm gonna have to wait. Apologies.
So,
I
you heal using a recovery. So roll your recovery dice, whatever they may be.
Thank you. Thanks very much, Ben. I do a recovery.
Should be below your health. There's a...
Yeah, I just. Oh yeah, D10. Okay, I looked at it earlier and it was.
If you click where it says recovery, it should roll it automatically, I think.
Nice. 19. Very good. Thank you.
Quite a big number, so it shouldn't matter. But you do need to keep track of it. Probably
Aria Lemna will start casting a spell. Ephemer's Hypersonic Assault, Bane of Dogs, Trumpet of Freedom. She's going to cast Crescendo.
Yep.
I attack versus PD against enemies engaged with me. If I hit, they take sonic damage, and I pop free.
Okay, go for it.
So I get +8 normally, and then +9 from the escalation dice. So 26 targeting their
Yep.
PD.
That hits. That very easily hits.
Okay, so this deals 4d6 points of thunder damage.
Yeah,
13 points of thunder damage.
that is dead.
Again, that one. And I do pop free, but it's dead end. Not
Oh,
that one. That one. You just killed the
I'm
necromancer.
not the necromancer.
I accidentally killed the chaos mage. There
Then
we
I
are.
will probably sort of just move to there. I'm glad that you like the tacky spell name, Ben. I do put some thought into them.
Okay, so hypersonic assault. Yeah, I can give this guy over here a penalty to his attack, because it is very loud.
And I just thought Bane of Dogs.
Okay, so there is 2 left that can go after Ari, and then this one can go after. Oh, that one's dead. So I should probably delete that. Let's do some cleanup of the initiative track. So that one is dead. That one is also dead. And how about you? So that one is not dead. Oh no, that one is dead.
Everybody's dead, Dave.
That one is not dead. That one is very dead. That one's not dead. And yep, okay. So next up, we have this person over here. How many are left? So 1, 2, 3. Oh, they lose that bonus. Okay. So this one is going to attack Nada. Does a 14 hit your PD?
Does not.
Okay. They're back to being about as useful as.
Nice. I prefer them that way.
And 23 against Ben.
Easily.
Okay. You only take 8 points of negative energy damage. These guys obviously are better when there's more of them. Unfortunately, there are not more of them. Okay, And next up is Constantine.
Okay.
There's one standing next to you. It's looking very pretty. It's not really.
Right, I can cast
It's
a.
very very kind of dark and disgusting. But it might be very pretty to the necromancer.
Oh, certainly. Okay, so casting nearby
that's
spells don't
defensive
provoke
again.
attacks, do they?
So close spells don't, but other ones will.
No, good. But okay, both my defensive spells are in fact close.
Well, I took that spell.
How are we for healing, gentlemen and lady?
I'm not too
fine.
bad now. I'm only missing about 10.
Okay. Yeah, the stream has been really weird. It's dropping frames quite a lot. I'm not sure what's going on. So yeah, I'll reset it after the combat. But I shall go for a Chaos Blessing.
Five. You gain 12, 20 hit points.
Yeah, go me. I believe that is my turn.
That's
You're up.
good.
There is 2 engaged with you, but may not survive the turn.
Yeah, let me do another whirlwind because it just says it doesn't say a limit on when I can, how often I can do them. You can make
The
a
main
whirlwind
drawback
attack.
is the lower defense that you get from the turn
No,
after.
it's also you can't move and do it. You have to start it there. So because they're next to you, that's their mistake. So you can do it every turn until they stop moving.
Nice one.
Remember to also add the escalation dice as well.
So two we say. 1 and 2. I think it's been. Yeah.
Okay, the first one hits and is going to kill it.
Nice.
And the second one is a miss. It is a 1, so it does not take miss damage.
Yes. Understandable.
And I'll remove that one from the initiative track. Okay. So next up is the necromancer.
Which of my sacrificial friends looks the most wounded?
No, how much damage has everyone taken?
I've taken butt scratch.
I'm down 10.
Okay, does anyone want to make a recovery action?
I'm alright.
Yeah, I think I'm good for now.
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Okay, that's a daily one. This one's at will. But it's a nearby. Oh yeah, there is one nearby attacking our Chaos Mage. It's at will, so I don't have to laugh manically, I guess.
I'll do it anyway.
Death will come at you with its gauntlets on!
So you just add something.
No, it's called Death's Gauntlet, so... one nearby is intelligence plus level, so that's gonna be 8. Escalation dice up to 9, and because I've got the magic staff, 10.
Yep.
So roll in that.
Yes.
That.
Yes.
So I guess it's PD.
Oh, its PD was even lower, so yeah, yes.
Okay, so 1d4. Nope, I'm using a 3rd level spell version, so 2d8 ongoing negative damage. So it's taken. Oh, I forgot to remove the plus 10 to that, so that's only 13.
Okay, so the amusing thing is, it is alive on 1 HP, which means that it's going to die from the ongoing damage no matter what.
It can use a standard action to put itself out, but then it takes damage equal to my level because I put a feat into this.
Yeah. Yes, it's not
He's dead.
Let me see if it's going to be able to make one attack before it dies. Because I think that it takes the ongoing at the start of its turn.
We'll change what my minions go in to do.
There we go. Ongoing damage. At the end of its turn.
The snake will go over and lamp it one because protecting the wizards is more important than the people who actually have armor. So let's see. He's normally got an attack of 9, +1 for escalation dice.
I have light armor on. I'm not a dex driver.
So I suspect a 27 hits,
Yes,
doing
it does.
12 damage.
Are you able to do less than 1?
Well, yeah, it's doing 11, but it could have done 1 or 2.
It had 1 HP. It was on 1. Okay. Well, that one's scratched off.
You're welcome.
Bye, birdie.
So in which case, it's very dead. I'll take it from off the initiative track. Master Aaron, there are 2 remaining.
Yes, let us have a little swing at this one here.
Yep.
Mighty plus 12 to get there. So that will not do it. That is me. Done. Hello?
Yeah, that is a miss. What is your miss? Your miss damage of 3, so I'll make a note on him.
Yeah, 3 miss damage.
Yep. Okay, and then we go up to the top of the round again. At which point the escalation dice goes up to. Come on. There we go. 2. Aria, you're up.
So I'm going to move to here, and I'm going to target this one here.
Yep.
Because I think that the spell I'm about to use, I don't know. I think it's color spray is what I'm planning on doing, but I will tell you its name in a moment. Blah 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 blah. D4 nearby enemies in a group. I'd say that they're a bit too far apart for that. So they are going to scream out, I cast Joseph's Technicolor color spray. And I'm going to target that one.
Why did you have
Okay.
to use that reference?
Leave me alone. So
Fine.
now I've
Just
got...
tear it up and throw it down a well. It's all
My two
Exactly.
my 2 actual middle names are a direct reference to Joseph and Technicolor Dreamcoat.
So
We'll have to use that reference more often then.
that is a 15 targeting its MD.
MD is a miss.
No, I don't like game anymore. That was me. But because the escalation dies even, it means it's a cyclical spell, so it doesn't cost me anything.
Yep. Okay. Next up.
Oh wait,
is-
16. I forgot the +1 from my wand.
16 hits.
Okay, awesome. I keep forgetting my wand. So this is 2d8 psychic damage +1 because of my wand. Do I also get the escalation die on this?
Not on damage.
Okay, so just the +1 for my wand. So that is 8 points of damage.
Let me see. +8. It is still up.
Does it? If it has 10 hit points or fewer, it is weakened until the end of my next turn.
Yes, it is weakened.
So it has a -4 penalty on its attacks and 2 defenses. That's me.
Okay, well, it's going to. Well, it can't actually go attack. I guess it could be. It's got a very, very unlikely chance of actually hitting Ari, so it might like reposition slightly. So it's on top of its dead friend, so it can attack the wizard.
Shut up.
It's attacking PD, but it has a very small chance of hitting you. Does a 14 hit your PD?
Go away. Yes, it does.
Please take.
Wait, is that after the -4?
That is after the -4.
Yeah.
Please take 8 points of negative energy damage.
No.
Okay, and
Technically, I'm not sure what you can even do. I don't think 30 Beige has a 5-foot step. I think you have to roll the disengage check to see.
To pop free.
okay, yeah.
There's no reason not to do it, because if you fail, you just lose your move action.
Yep. So let's roll it to see what happens. I still literally think it's literally just a d20. So 13, I believe, is a success because I needed 10 or more. I think.
Yes, it's 11 plus.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's yep.
Okay.
Mostly because fighters and some other martials makes it harder to move away from them.
Yep, that makes sense. And in which case, yeah, this one here will attack the commander. That's 8. 20 feet versus PD.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep. So that is 8 negative energy damage.
Right.
And next up, we have the wild mage. You've been saved by your necromancer friend, well, quote unquote friend.
Bear in mind, this one is -4 to its defenses. So if you're targeting it with anything, it's going to be more likely to to hit. Sorry.
Isn't it dead, or is it on top of one that's dead?
It's on top of the dead one.
one.
Thank you, Mr. Necromancer friend.
You are welcome.
Ah, I can cast an offensive spell this time. Cool. So this first. And
Nice.
I shall go for a Chaos Ray on the indicated one here. Do I add the escalation die to the modifiers?
To the attack roll. Well, that is very dead.
Ooh, that was some good
It
dice
is
on
dead
that.
on its dead friend.
Good. Now there is a small pile.
I love piles of corpses. So useful.
Nada, there is just one left.
Sorry, sometimes I hear my name, but I don't actually hear it. Okay, so I come here, and I wanna. Sorry. Okay, so I missed last time. So can I invoke Building Frenzy, which means I get an extra 1d4 damage for each successful melee attack until the end of the battle? That's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll just stab him.
Yep.
23.
Also, you get the extra roll the extra damage as well, because that is actually gonna make. Okay, no, it's dead.
Oh.
Never mind.
Okay.
As you strike, the last one falls, and there is silence.
A most interesting encounter.
What were those things?
Shadowy things on the looks of it. Perhaps we could question them.
Find out why they're here, why they died, where to go.
Sure.
Why not?
It would take a few minutes to prepare.
I shall wait excitedly with bated breath.
Okay, so is Nick going to restart his thingamajig like he said after the combat?
Yes, just give me a moment to do that.
I'm just sad I can't rally. Can you rally out of combat? Can you rally out of combat?
Mhm.
Yes, out of battle you can.
I'm probably gonna rally. How many recoveries do I have?
Probably about 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
You have 8 as a wizard.
I think.
I thought
and-
fighter's got 7. Only
An
fighter's
item may have given him a recovery.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, we're back on.
Yay!
I don't actually think it cut out, mostly for good timing reasons, but yeah, I don't know what, I'm not sure why, but the stream has been a bit choppy for portions of this recording. It should be okay for the most part, but there might be some weird cutouts. But it is, it's been working quite a bit better for the last 20-30 minutes or so.
Yeah,
Okay,
wizards have 8. Oh.
So what are you doing with the dead bodies then? Well, with dead spirity things.
Deaf Priest. When you have an icon relation advantage you're waiting to use, and I do have a 6 in the Scholar, you can interpret them as interactions or public discussions with the spirits of the recent or ancient dead in the area. There's definitely some dead around, we've just killed them. Providing information you require and possibly a load of, lies and rubbish. If there's complications, which there isn't because I'm using a 6. A short rite of 1 to 2 minutes to call upon the spirit of the dead. Oh, I could also call upon the dead thing that's not related to the Lich King. But no, we're just, get information from the corpses in the area because.
So is it a case of it's the ones that you use, like it's going to work on corpses that you know about, not corpses you don't know about right now, so to speak, because there are theoretically a lot of dead bodies in a fallen kingdom.
Yeah, well, we know about these dead things.
Okay. Yes. So you take the time to create out your. Actually, do you want to describe it?
Yeah, I sprinkle some salt around one of the bodies, gather a few flowers and make a wreath around its head, and start chanting in a weird, strange language that people probably don't know. Whilst my minion just curls up in the corner and looks bored.
Can I see if I know the language?
It's probably going to be the Naga language because I'm a Naga.
So you can make a roll for it. However, it is going to be a higher DC.
Master of the Arcane Arts, would that apply?
No, it will not.
Okay.
It's basically just going to be the spell incantations because he's casting.
19.
So it's a case of that it is. You would know that it is most likely a distant language, one that is not native to this. Oh wait, what? Don't you have linguists actually?
Oh yeah, go about that. Thank you. Yeah, linguist.
okay.
I know.
Yeah.
I know languages.
Okay, it is not a like it is not a common language for this, but you do recognize the language of the Naga, who have been known to trade with Citadel occasionally.
Sure.
They're not particularly native.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, you do this ritual, and kind of what you get one of the spirits, and it kind of like the shadow stuff kind of like reshapes and reforms before it's you see almost like a halfling in like ceremonial armor. It's still like black and shadowy, but that is the image that you have evoked forth. It seems very frightened and almost shell shocked. As it sort of stares at you.
Greetings, departed one. How is it you came to dwell in such a place as this?
I'm.
Oh.
Oh, right.
Other than dying, of course, you know.
Let me just open my notes quickly. It says, I'm a soldier in the employ of Eros. It is our duty to protect against our invaders, and we are under attack.
Interesting. What is attacking you?
Why? First, we were attacked by waves of draconids, and then there was a larger thing. It took out the western tower by the force of its movement. We're hoping to hold out and wait until our allies can arrive to aid us.
They don't, I'm afraid.
Yes, I'm afraid they're
Dead. Very dead.
yes.
Rather dead. Do you remember anything that happened after your death when you were wandering around here as a spirit still trying to perform your duties after death? Very admirable, by the way, being dead and still trying to do that.
There have been people that have ventured in, but and I remember being defeated by such intruders previously. But I don't really remember much about it. I know more about my station.
Unfortunate. I was hoping to learn something. Hold on, your station, this tower, is there anything useful in it? Anything you
Well,
don't need anymore?
If I suppose if you are looking for weapons and equipment, you should try the storerooms and the armory. I think the quartermaster died in the first wave, and we haven't had a chance to, or we never got a chance to replace him.
Okay.
I doubt our last days we were almost constantly under siege. Supplies were running short, so I doubt you'll find much in the barracks.
Anything in this tower of note?
Oh yes, the quartermaster's office is just through there. He kind of motions towards this door. If you follow all the way the corridor all the way down to the end, it leads to the armory. Though the armory door is normally locked. I do not know who would have the key, as it has. It is all. The attack was very chaotic.
Final question. Is yours the only group admirably staying to defend your land after death, or are there others?
Let me just check the thing. There is another squad further in. However, they have forgotten their duty.
Very well. Wait, what do you mean forgotten the duty? Do they just sleep on the floor, or
They
watch
they
people?
forget why they donned the uniform.
Okay. Where are your corpses that I might perform a proper burial and allow you to pass on?
They are. I need to just check where they'd actually be.
Are we able to hear this conversation, or would we need to ask questions through Richard?
No, you'd be able to hear this conversation.
The spell would be done in Nagish, but for the sake of sanity, he knows Common. They probably know Common more than Naga, so. And I sure as hell don't know Halfling.
I do.
I'm just curious as to what he meant by he forgot his duty.
I'm assuming
Does that imply betrayal, or does it imply incompetence, cowardice?
Probably implies they attack randomly.
Yes, they probably lost their sanity.
He points to there are bodies kind of like littered around some of the edges of the room. It's kind of that most of them are around the edges, just because it's almost like this place has been almost like shaken around a lot.
Very well. You may rest.
For now.
I hope my duty was enough. And
It
yours
was
the
indeed.
case.
Yes.
Kinner, we need to dig. Well, sorry. You need to dig several graves.
The Kinna sighs heavily. Gets to that.
Right, he should be done by the time we leave. Then I'd want to do a simple ceremony and say a few words and let them die, I guess. I like these halflings, very dutiful.
Let them die again, you mean?
But die properly and pass on to whatever afterlife halflings have.
Do that. So essentially, ways out of this room, there is to the left, which you know is the way to the quartermasters and the armory, and straight on, which will lead to where this other group is.
I suggest we have a look at the armory and the quartermaster's rooms first.
That is, technically, as far as the information we got, that is the only place of interest here.
Well, theoretically, you're here to look for signs of someone, so it's like there is a chance might be things further in.
He did mention he was they fought other intruders after death, so possible.
Definitely possible. I think we should take a look.
Yep. So are you going forward or to the left? Armory or straight on?
What about this door here?
Yeah, I was just about to say what's going on here.
You can. Oh yeah. Yep. You can open that, and that leads to rather simply
Toilets.
At least this isn't the Star Trek Enterprise.
Who's the red shirt?
That'd be all of you guys. Actually, no, I guess that'd be Kinner. He's the minion here.
That was going to be my suggestion.
On another note, do anyone feel that they would benefit from extra health during the next engagement?
No.
Why would we not benefit from extra health?
It would depend upon the source.
I can only do it upon one person. Guaranteed.
I'll look at Nada and go, given you tend to be on the front lines, perhaps you would be gracious enough to accept the most eminent gift offered by our most esteemed necromancer.
Yeah, what she said. No, I'll say, we feel like that's
Please
the best
ignore
use
the
of the power.
cackle. Please ignore the cackle, it's just a noise they make every 10 seconds. Someone got the reference.
This guy is on it. I'm so sorry, he's from Barcelona, they cackle. Okay, I have made my chaotic territory in the bathroom.
Okay, so
let's head somewhere else.
you're accepting the temporary health?
Yeah, if you're happy to give it.
Join with death! Let's see if I get this daily spell back. Yes, I can cast it on another person if you want. Oh, by the way, you get 30 temporary hit points until the end of the next battle, but you take -5 to charisma and dexterity and disengage and initiative.
Seems like that should have been in the disclaimer.
It's a lot of things as well. Can we write that down somewhere?
Uh,
So it's
copy.
-5.
Paste.
-5.
Ta-da! Does
Thanks.
anyone else wants this gift?
No.
I think I'm good
And it's
for
30 hit
now.
points.
You do look like a zombie because it is zombie form the spell.
Ah, I see. I am now the most attractive member of this group.
For once.
Do you mean for once, lady?
That was an out of character comment to my.
Oh wow!
Other
All right, yeah, all right. God damn it!
They're wearing in my other game. They're wearing a set of
Ouch.
character armor that gives them a -10 on charisma checks.
I have a charisma of 5 in your game.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that thing. So it's on skill checks, so no penalty to attacks or to your defenses.
Oh, good. I thought I just lowered her everything with that.
Nope,
Only skill checks.
the defense is fine. Okay, so are you heading straight on or to the left? Armory or onwards in?
I would say to the armory because that's the useful place.
Okay. Well, on an upside, the door essentially disintegrates when you touch it.
Cool.
Leading to a corridor. So, in this,
not corridors again. Not from. No, don't do Sunday to me. Sunday was so annoying.
But we know
Okay.
this one's safe.
so
We believe this one's safe. We think this one's safe.
It's presumably safe. So you open the door, the door crumbles away. There is. So this place looks to be kind of like almost like a staging area for the storage. There is an office, which actually you can probably see into because the door doesn't really exist anymore.
The wall doesn't seem to exist.
Yeah, that too. Actually, I'll just reveal the entire room. It is heavily. It is a mostly small contained room, and it looks like someone has grabbed it and shaken it around like they would do a ice shaker, and then just put it back down. So the table is in there is like on against the wall, smashed. There's bookcases which are listed all over the floor. Most of the books are like torn to shreds, and there's kind of various writing equipment here and there. One, you will note that the wall on the right-hand side has fallen in, meaning that you can pretty much just sort of walk into the next room if you wanted to. There is also a door there if you so wanted to use it.
Yes, I spied a door here.
Yeah.
I have a very concerning question.
Yes.
This tower was built by halflings.
How
Halflings
tall are the doors?
The statues outside were humans.
Arya starts mumbling again.
Right. Okay. I think our centipede is stuck outside.
Oh yeah, he's digging graves.
Very, very good.
My arm lengthened them all.
Yes. I'm sure that's very lovely.
Poetically said. So, would I be right in assuming that this stairway kind of goes up and then just crumbles into nothing?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, actually, like it's kind of the other way around. Like the top of the stairs you can sort of see, but there is rubble blocking it off.
Fair enough. I will open this door, or nudge it, and
I will
watch
walk
it
along
collapse.
to there. Well, no,
Okay.
sliver along to there.
So you'll notice that there seems to be a figure in there that is behind a writing desk. Please tell me you can see it.
Yep, we can even see two shadowy things in front.
Yep, they seem to be kind of standing guard. So let me reveal the thing. So
hello,
this
you
person
over there.
So this person's behind the desk,
Oh, it's Bluebeard.
and these are the things standing guard. It kind of like looks up with surprise as people kind of walk in. It's like, I have to say I was not expecting visitors.
I have goods if you have the coin.
You read my mind.
This probably means there's a boss room adjacent if there's a merchant in the middle of a dungeon.
Yeah.
So,
As evidenced by every roguelike ever made.
How
I'll say.
have you
I did
been
not-
here?
I'll give him a quick look. Does he look like he's alive?
He looks alive.
Okay. I'll say. We did not expect to find a living person in this place of entropy.
What a coincidence! Neither did I. But happy coincidence happen. I am Visigoth. I am shall we say, a peruser of the finer wares.
Fine
Why
aware,
does
you
that
say.
name ring a bell?
Visigoths are,
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
the Goths, aren't they?
European.
Yeah. I'll say, what do you use for food if you're here all alone?
Oh, I wouldn't say I'm alone. I have my two guardians here. You understand how risky such a trading business can be at times. But
That
well,
doesn't really
you're
answer
here.
her question, though, does it?
Do
He's
you
asking how you
for
eat.
food?
Well, as in, are you here to trade or are you not?
Sorry,
I'm
you
here
mean
to
you're
ask questions.
you're a merchant or you're a scavenger? What?
I'm a merchant. I am a established and rather, shall we say, illustrious. I'd like
I'm
to
very
say.
confused. Look, how much business do you get in the middle of here?
A
Oh,
bit
not-
irrelevant.
Not as much as one would like.
Do you sell information?
I sell a great many things. Items of power,
Excuse me,
information,
Gazar,
perhaps even those things you would always look for.
Excuse me, Grazar, this is incredibly relevant. Look, have you never heard the fairy tale about the merchant in the middle of the random dungeon? It turns out they're usually a mimic. You
I
have to
would
ask
not
about
call-
their business contacts because it's very strange.
And you should know that I would not want to, shall we say, reveal my sources. Otherwise, that would entirely cut me out of the equation.
Speaking of business contacts and sources, I am entitled, on behalf of the scholar, to open diplomatic communications with you, should you possess any information that could prove useful to us, or even material goods and such, and they would be reciprocated in kind if this is an interesting relationship to you. Please let me know, and I can put you in touch with the right channels. Smile, smile, icon relationship, dice, smile.
What are you trying to do? What are you trying
Uh,
to do?
Essentially, I'm trying to use the fact that I'm associated with the scholar who purely is interested in information, knowledge, artifacts, that kind of thing, to sort of entice him into divulging more information with the promise that I will sort of put him in touch with people in Citadel, and maybe we can learn from him, he can learn from us, that sort of thing.
Is a most intriguing proposal. So, what
This
is
is
it
what
you see?
relationship does. Well,
What is it you see?
I would be very much interested to know what exactly happened here. If there are any interesting pieces of history or information you can share, perhaps some of the information on the items that you've managed to collect
Wow.
with your archaeological acumen.
Well, young lady, that sounds like three things. I can give you a freebie. Which is of more importance? Information about the place, information about my fine wares, or information about something else?
Something else. Something else.
It's just like from a Family Guy with the mystery box.
The box. The box.
I
I-
would advise what we're actually looking for.
Well, allow my compatriot here to elucidate. Please ignore the cackling, and I'll look towards the necromancer.
Yeah, sorry, he's from
Grazal.
Barcelona.
Well, we are looking for a survivor from the last expedition. If you have any information upon this, it would be most helpful.
Oh, survivor! You won't find any survivors. Terrible business. Very terrible business.
In which case,
Uh,
where did they fall? How did it happen? You know, the
oh,
usual.
I hmm. See. Very terrible thing. I think should you peruse the next room, you'll see as much. Needless to say that perhaps their companions were less amiable than they thought they would be, shall we say.
Ah, that doesn't sound suspicious in the least.
Oh, but
Now, how about
but
this
that,
this secret information you were willing to trade?
oh yes. Oh, I suppose that were my that was not particularly a lot to give away because I don't really want to spoil the surprise. I think you'll enjoy it immensely. But so I'll give you that as a freebie. I'll give you what do you want to know about? He hasn't stopped smiling this entire time.
Too many teeth?
It's the sort of like it's not a grimace.
Okay. Has he blinked?
I don't know. Has he blinked? Has he? That sounds like some sort of perception.
Okay.
Blinking is a freakish thing that mammals do.
Could I use my... Oh no, that's probably not going to work. Let's go for just a thingy then. Oh no. Wouldn't be silver-tongued seductress.
Unless you're trying to seduce him.
Could I roll creepy? Because not blinking technically would be creepy.
Yes, I will allow that.
Okay, so it's plus level, plus
This
weird
is-
thing.
This is when you find out he didn't blink and you're going, I have to be creepier.
I wouldn't have noticed.
No, you feel like you found a kindred spirit in your creepiness.
Ah. Brilliant.
What is the his two bodyguards here? How are they equipped? Or do they appear to really be here, or are they more like projections or some
So
kind of
they also seem
construct?
to be here. They're kind of, again, you can't see their face. They are heavily cowled, but they each have a large, like almost like double-handed sword that they are like leaning on. Like they do occasionally move, so they're not like standing like statues, but they are adding very little to this conversation.
I have a proposal for you. Visigoth, was it?
The one and only.
Let us play a game. A simple game of
Yes,
dice.
well,
I will produce my. Where is it?
whilst he's doing that, I'm going to take a look around the
I'll
corner.
produce 3 small cubes with embossed dots on each face.
Such a luxury to have perfectly weighted dice.
I shall roll them and tabulate the result.
That door is locked.
Should you roll higher, we will answer a question for you. Should you fail, hello? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. So yeah, I just had a weird kind of buffery weird sound.
Yep.
So I shall roll these 3 dice. Should you will guess the result. If it is above 9, we will answer a question for you. If it is below 9, you will answer a question for us. Do we have a deal?
Assuming that I need to know information from you, but perhaps I could request something of you instead.
Specifically of him.
Specifically of him, and you will give your word that you will give it.
What is your name?
Oh, that's his name.
You know his name,
I've
don't we?
told you.
It's Visigoth.
I've told you. I'm Visigoth.
I'll narrow my eyes and go, what is your name?
As I have said. I am
Do I think they're
Visigoth.
lying to me?
Would you like to make a like, is someone lying to me roll?
Would noble bearing sort of be here, given that I'm used to sort of...
I'll allow it. I will allow
So
it.
I'm guessing wisdom. For sort of a perception-y
Yes.
investigate.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. 15.
He is not lying, but neither is he really telling the truth.
So it's more like, at some point, someone called him Visigoth, and he's going, yep, that's my name. Because technically, he's been called that before.
Yes.
Either that, or he might be Visigoth, the despoiler of all life and the chaos bringer of death. He's just not telling you his last
Or that's just his middle name.
Or his middle name could be Susan. We don't know.
You never know. Right. I'll sort of narrow my eyes and go, very well. I'll just sort of look towards Constantine, and I'll go, roll the dice then, my dear.
Okay, GM. We
He's
in agreement
asking
with the
to
rules?
want a GM roll, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So you roll and I roll, or
So I roll if it's above a 9, then you win. If it's below 10, then I win. So basically, the exchange is whoever wins will get to ask a question.
yes. Though have you agreed? He made a slight counter offer in that he doesn't after questions. He will make a request of you, which you have.
Oh,
to
of course, yeah,
you have to-
sorry, yes, yeah.
So essentially, you roll three dice, and you need to get. You're looking to get above a 9.
Below it, no, 9 or below.
You're-
You're looking for
Okay.
above 9.
Yep. Okay. Just.
Excellent. I rolled a 9. They win.
Exactly.
What are you really doing here?
Well. I'm here to take what remains of this place before it's returned to the Nexus.
Now you see, I fear that may conflict with the reason why we're here.
Oh, would you like to play again?
No, I think I'm good. I'm going to be kind of looking towards my allies.
Can I try picking the lock on that door?
You could try, but looking at the lock, it'd be very hard.
Hey, have I got to lose?
Grazhar,
What
could we deal with that door in a moment?
Okay.
Possibly a stand of territory soon.
Fair enough.
So, here we are. We're here to recover someone, and you're here to loot this place for all it's worth. How do we deal with this?
If
We're
you're
not
looking
here
for
to loot it.
If you're looking for someone, you're welcome to what remains there. It's not like I can really do anything with bodies.
Because we hear a weird cackling behind the wall.
Someone appreciates the atmosphere.
Alright, so, if we can agree to stay out of each other's way, I don't think we'll have a problem. Does that seem agreeable to everyone else? And I look at the party.
You really giving him this is such a one-sided negotiation. He has no right to stop us from searching bodies, because bodies aren't worth very much, except to necromancers. The loot, on the other hand, is extremely valuable. You're just going to give that up?
But we're here primarily to find someone. If we find some loot on the way,
You're giving up. You are literally just agreeing to not get in his way. He's not going to want you pilfering any of his stuff.
You needn't worry. I've already been made the rounds of this place.
then why are you still here?
Well, I heard because I hadn't left yet. Obviously.
So when you said you were a merchant, you were indeed a scavenger.
I mean, isn't that not what all merchants are?
Not
No?
They scavenge what other people don't want, and bring it to those that would better appreciate it. And in doing so, they take a cut. Is that not quite rather similar?
Only if you were taking things that had no value to others.
Well, if they have no value for these people, they cannot use them anymore.
That's true, but that doesn't answer the question as to why you're still here if you've already been over this place. Surely you would have found what you were looking for.
Because I haven't left yet, obviously.
And why have you not left
Still
yet?
here. Well, because I'm talking to you, and you find people, and there is chance for good customs with people.
And how is your scavenging / trading performed for you, given there is no one else here until we showed up?
Well, the scavenging bit is done. I was not expecting to be partaking of the trading part, but that could very easily change. And I do hope that I could get some customs from such fine peers as you yourselves.
Well,
What
if
do you
that
do
was
for
if-
food, and
well,
more
if that-
importantly,
well,
water?
I have my ways.
Really have to
I have
ask
my
him all
ways.
these questions.
Well, if that were the case, it's a lot of hassle to have to bring back all your loot to civilization. So surely we should get a discount for saving you such hassle.
Well, that would all be part of the bargaining. Like, are you? I take it then that you are interested in my wares.
Depends what you have.
Are you Rightrim? I'll say, carefully examining his face.
So you can give me a perception.
With noble bearing?
Yeah, why not?
25.
Hey.
Okay. He seems like the initial thing is seems confused, and then he kind of starts to think about it and is like, kind of like he's trying to remember if he is or not. I don't think I've heard that name in a while.
Where have you heard it?
Well, that would be telling. Perhaps.
What word do you have for sale, then?
Oh, well, I do have certain trinkets I have come across around these parts. Certain magical items that I'm sure would be of great interest to people such as yourselves.
Do you have a key to this door?
Well, I would say yes. Also, bear in mind that like you can also see slightly into that room, because there's a hole here, hole in the wall there.
Wasn't revealed.
You could see sort of, but yeah.
Well, I don't think we need to buy the key then if it's just a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
All that time you were looking at that door, and it, yeah.
Sorry, I thought I'd revealed more of it than I had.
That's okay, I won't blame you too often.
Is this a good place to break, do we think?
Oh, goddamn, it's 10:05 already.
Yep. Do you need to go, Nick?
Yeah. Let's finish up this conversation. I think we'll call it from
Sure.
there, just so we can.
Yep.
I was just wary of the time, given
Yeah,
your
so this,
situation.
So, given I'm not entirely convinced we're not going to get out of this conversation without engaging in violence.
Why
As in-
would we need violence?
Well, violence is fun.
Hmm.
When you're on the winning side, of course.
Yeah, I'm going to honestly say my character's not inclined to attack suspiciously random necromantic merchants.
What trinkets did he have, by the way?
He
I forgot to
he
ask.
has a number. Well, he says he has a number of magic items. Perhaps,
They're not normally for sale.
perhaps I can. Perhaps they will be of interest. Certain things that I have acquired in my travels, shall we say? I think I have a necklace for. I'm sure that you would be of most interested in.
So, tell me about the necklace.
I think it would be very matching your to your, shall we say, inclinations. I mean, my prices
could I make
are
some
most
kind of
reasonable.
could I make some kind of insight to determine if this is probably a cursed item?
You can.
We're going wisdom.
Yes.
Wistful experimenter.
No.
Touched by a nexus.
No.
Kicked out of wizarding school.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Hey.
Kind of funny that he said, stayed in wizarding school. That doesn't help, but being kicked out of it does.
Maybe I made a cursed item, or I gave one to a teacher. You don't know.
Okay, so you would kind of guess that. No, the items don't seem cursed. That bit seems genuine. But you get this. Again, this person is probably not entirely on the level, or is entirely too much on the level, shall we say?
All right, guys, how do we want to deal with this guy? Out of character.
Well, we either buy some magic items from him, whatever the cost is, or we don't. I do not see why we need to combat him just because he's here.
Because that's free money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not above fighting him, because then we get to take his stuff too. But if given we're just looking for someone, providing we stay out of each other's way, I don't think we need to.
Yes.
Is this technically part of the state's property?
Technically, what?
Part of the state's domain, technically speaking.
Not really.
Surely they lay claim to like most of the Nexus, given that that's their whole shtick.
They lay claim to it, but it's that.
It only has to be
Technically, so it's technically, but you also know.
Kind of like Switzerland. It's like everyone goes, yeah, we can go there if we need to, and like everyone kind of treats it as neutral territory, but it might be overseen by the states. Is kind of how I'd view it.
Oh God, what's
It's like the states can say a lot of things. Like technically, according to the states, they own all the broken chain locations as well, even though they don't.
Yes. Well, the matter of whether or not something is true is whether it's enforced. And as a scion of a noble house, I think I can do such a thing.
I mean, you could say, yeah.
Oh, so, yeah, asserting the state's authority over this place, and therefore.
But my PC seems to have like fully hard crashed, so yeah. I'm gonna. All right. I know I have some unused things, so I'm going to use my my 5 with these states, which means it's going to be a positive, but there will be some come up as later. And I'm going to say that seeing as you've not been as forthcoming as we would appreciate, I will remind you that the states do lay claim to this place, even if it's not of current purpose. So if you don't pay your dues to the noble houses, we might have to escalate things. And I'm going to try and be intimidating, although I can't currently roll, so someone's going to have to do it for me.
Andy's probably the only one that could.
I'm using an icon, and I have noble-born leader, or what was it, force entropy or something like that?
You're sort of doing a shakedown on him. Let's see.
It's a legal shakedown. This is the more sophisticated way of doing it.
I mean, there is a lot of shaky ground on the legal part of that, but sometimes it's what
Well, that's why it's so good, because specifically because it's shaky. That's where you can have some leverage.
The vagaries can go either way, in that case. But yes.
So I think did that roll? No, I don't think that rolled. Nope.
Oh, I've managed to get back my PC. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, if Roll20 wants to behave, no, it doesn't. All right, I take it back. God damn it, Task Manager's opened up, but it still is not doing anything. What's going on?
See if I can actually roll. Oh no, that's wrong thing. How? Mm, yeah, no, that's the. I'm clicking on a thing and it's not doing anything. So.
Oh, there we go. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah. Give it a go. You want a charisma one? Or script?
So I will say charisma.
Okay. And do you want either of my backgrounds to apply?
I'll allow noble born leader.
Hey.
Okay. Well, of course. The lords and masters of this land must speak. So, let me make you a deal. I will forgive you all that I've found here, but I will ask one thing from you specifically in return that you must give.
What's his expression as he's saying that?
He seems he still seems confident, but at the same time, there is a guarded tone to his.
I give a smile, like I know I'm expecting him to say something stupid, so I go on.
Well, isn't that the fun of it is a simple thing you have, and in return for a rather sizable hoard of mine. I just need an agreement. That's all.
I don't agree about hearing the terms first.
Well, there's a fun in that.
Come now. I'm not taking a Faustian bargain without seeing the devil in the details.
On that note, can I try and use some of my learning of the forbidden texts where we talk about treating with devils, and try and see, like, if I can hammer out an agreement that at least then we'll actually know the terms and they'll be fair, as in like that sort of thing.
Yeah, go for it.
Master of Arcane Arts?
No.
Silver-tongued Seductress?
No.
Yeah, well. Just intelligence then, or would it be charisma?
I would allow either.
Go intelligence. 26.
Okay. First of all, this is not a demon or a devil, but it is something that is a similar, shall we say, inclination.
Yeah.
You think that it is most likely some kind. So it's being very truthful when it's a trader, but it might not trade in the mundane, shall we say, or money, or
The simple
what.
stuff.
Does it trade in souls?
It's not trading in souls.
I have a surplus of souls.
It trades in. It will trade in. So what it is probably going to ask is probably not going to be an item. It's not going to be money, and it's not going to be souls or anything along those sort of lines. It will ask of something else.
False.
Come now. It is in both of our interests to be upfront and apparent. If you want my agreement, I need to know what I'm agreeing to, because if someone feels they have been burned and tricked, they will try and struggle against their chains and find any way out. Whereas if we both come of our own volition, there will need to be no such case. And let me put it frankly, am no normal person. The chains will not bind me for long. Things have a habit of breaking around me.
Suppose that you do have a thing that I'm rather interested in. That would be your title.
As in honorifics titles?
That's what he's just said. That would be your title.
What do I know about the legality of that actually being the case? Because can I give away my own title? Surely it's...
As far as you're concerned, no, you can't.
No. I'm not entirely sure how versed you are with the noble court, but I'm not entirely sure that's how such things work, my friend. Unless, of course, you wish to marry into the family.
Well, I've made my offer. Would you accept it?
Does it have to be her title specifically? Could any of us sacrifice a title?
No. It is specifically to this gentleman who has made such a divisive argument to his case.
Excuse me. I may have youth on my side, but I am most astoundingly a man.
Hard to tell with mammals.
Very well. I think you'll find the title is more trouble than it's worth.
Very well. Shall we shake on it?
Very well.
Okay. Two things. First, I'm going to update the treasure document with the treasures that you're going to get out of it. Secondly, Ben, can you please take away your relationship with the state, as that is now gone?
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
Wait. They're no longer a noble?
Well, he has traded away an aspect of his character.
As far as I know, I am, but this is going to be magical bullshit, so...
Can I buy that title? That is, what my character wants.
I'm sure we can come to an arrangement. So hang on. First of all, let me move the treasure across before I forget to do that. So, and I will put it into there. Okay.
The last time I sold an aspect of myself to some strange entity, I got a folding boat, so it better be at least as good as that.
I've updated treasure, so let me show that to players.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5 magic items. I think that since someone gave up one of our aspects, they get to divvy out this treasure.
Well, as we're all good friends here, I shall share my spoils. But do remember in my time of need that I sacrificed something very valuable to me. I give a little smile as if I personally had my issues with how my house has treated me, but it is something that someone else would crave, so I know it's worth something. So I shall make sure that everyone receives their due. But if in the future I need your aid, I hope you would do similar.
How do you intend to re-enter the city as you left, now that you have traded away your title?
Well, I'm
Most
still
of us don't have
I'm
titles
still a
here.
citizen. Well,
There's also, like, as far as you're concerned,
Yeah.
he's just
yeah.
away.
Look, firstly, this is bullshit and it is not real, and this guy's an idiot. And secondly, if somehow he does have some magical sway, as far as I'm concerned, it's not worth what he traded for it, because it's only been a pain in the ass for me. So,
Fair enough.
yes.
Okay, I think this is a good point to end it. So we'll divvy the treasure up next week, and if possible, start a bit earlier or go on a bit later, depending on what
One's
is
good.
amicable for you guys.
I'd
Why
prefer
would-
starting earlier. I'm not gonna lie.
I will see what I can do if we can start at like 6:30 or maybe 6. We'll see it. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, if we go later, I'm not suggesting like we go on for ages. I was thinking like maybe like an hour on either side.
Can extend it to another sitting if need be.
Yeah, that's also possible.
Actually, I tell a lie, it won't be that bad next Friday because it's bank holiday, so I won't be tired from sitting at my computer all day.
Oh yeah, no
Um,
one will be at work. Huzzah!
Yeah. So actually, next Friday, going later would be fine. Because yeah, I won't. It's usually just my eyes are getting tired at this point from just looking at the screen for 46 hours a week. But yeah, next week will be fine because it's a bank holiday, which I forgot about.
Yes, it'll be Easter, which means I will get a Kinder Egg
Oh, how exciting!
because
The only reason I may be a little late on Fridays because my brother's visiting. So we're going to be sat out in the garden. Also, I think that with those items, anyone mind if I have the right to the second one?
Bear arms.
Exactly. The right to bear arms? No.
yes, that's
Well, you can have bare arms, but don't they have 4 legs?
that was a Family Guy reference.
I'm tempted.
It's very specific. See, you have a right to bear arms on your wall.
Yeah, again, I would say the person who gave up their aspect gets to divvy them out.
Let's do that next time.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. Anyways, thank you all for joining. Thank you to Andy for running.
Thank you very much for running.
We shall pick this up again next week. And with that said, this has been To Ashes You Say, the companion podcast of the Phoenix Games Club. Thanks for listening, everybody, and we will